Hello everyone. I wanted to do a quick, I don't know, craft along. I'm sure this is nothing new to anyone. I'm making some pockets for the journal that I'm giving away. And I made this earlier today. Didn't film it and then thought that I would do a quick tutorial. In this one, I used fabric to line the pocket back here. I think this one I'm going to use just scrapbook paper in case, you know, there are people out there that don't want to use fabric. I can show you how you can do that very easily. I saw on Pinterest a post that was, it was made out of book pages. And I was like, oh, I was just looking for some different pockets that I could make. Sometimes I sort of fall into a slump where, you know, you just can't think what you want to do. So that's why I visited Pinterest. So what I did, I always use a piece of just regular copy paper to sort of see if I can do it. So that's how I made my little sort of template test run. I did that out of an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper, and then the scrapbook paper that I wanted to use was a 12 by 12. So what I ended up doing was just cutting it down to 8.5, and I left the width to 12 because I knew that I wanted the width of this to be like close to 4.5 inches wide. So anyway, this is a 12 by 12 that I coffee dyed earlier today. You can see when it measures out, it falls short of 12, which is sort of amazing to me, but nonetheless. So this is what I'm going to do. For the base, I know that I want my pocket to be roughly 4.5 inches wide once it's done. Let me get my calculator going here because I figured this up earlier. So that's 7.5. So roughly 3.75. So I'm going to score at, oh, that's 2, at 3.75, at 3 3/4. Ignore this. I hope you won't be able to see that. And then my pocket's going to be roughly 4.5. Oh, what am I doing? 3.75 plus 4.5. So roughly 8.25 on this side. Now on this particular one, since I'm using scrapbook paper for the whole thing, first thing I'm going to do is fold these in because I want my flaps to be in this. Then the next thing I'm going to do is where this is, I can't think, I'm sorry, where I scored this, that's where I'm going to turn my edge down here. And the same on here. And there may be tutorials out there for this. I'm not saying this is my idea. I've seen these pockets before, but I have not seen a video of how to make it. So this is how I came up, how I decided to make it. So there's the base, and what I did before, I just folded my bottom up to roughly the height that I wanted, and I'll just use this for, you can fold this up as little or as tall as you want it. It's your own decision. I'm going to do mine about there, which will make this bottom pocket. Then the next thing that I did, let me get this scoreboard out of the way. I think I'm done with it. I opened mine up, and I'm going to cut this and this off just to eliminate bulk. Keep those for something. So that's going to be my little pocket. Just want to score that. And then I'm going to use wet glue, I think. I'm going to glue these flaps down. Then it doesn't really matter what side folds into what. When that comes up, then you have your little pocket. Now, the next thing I would do is I'm going to use this paper, I think, for my background here. See, the one thing I didn't do was grab a paper cutter. I'm sorry. Sorry about that. So I just want, I'm only going to line it to about here, just because it's not going to show, and once again to avoid as much bulk as possible. So this is 4.5, and I'm going to go like 4.5 by about 3.5. Why not? I'll just, well, it doesn't really matter. When I was making that first one today, my original idea with it was I was going to have this fabric down here too, and then once I was assembling it, it just looked too matchy-matchy for me. I don't know. I didn't like it, so I didn't do that. So I think I'm going to ink around this. Around these. Just in case it doesn't fit exactly perfect that way. had a fairly busy day because, well, I worked on this first thing this morning. It seems like the morning is when I am the most creative. So first thing this morning, I was in here messing around with that. And then I needed to, my father-in-law is out of the hospital, thank God. But I had to run to the pharmacy for him and pick up some prescriptions. And then it was like my blood sugar dropped drastically. So I ended up picking up some lunch from a fast food restaurant that I normally don't do. But that really seemed to help a lot. And by the time I got home, I had to lay down for a bit. And then when I got up from laying down, I felt a lot better. But my day has just gone. I don't know how it went by so quickly, but it did. Make sure I have that right side up, and I might just want to make sure I don't have that. Yeah, I'm gonna cut this down just a little bit so it's not right up against those folds. So if you wanted to use fabric for this, of course, it's the same procedure. Now what I did on my other one, as you can see, I stitched around. We'll see as we go on here if I'm going to stitch or not. Alright, if you wanted to, of course you could always use a complementary color down here. You could just cover that little flap. See, when I did that with the fabric, I just didn't like it. But maybe once it's decorated, it wouldn't look so bad. So I may cover that, I'm not quite sure. The next thing I want to do is, I think I'll add, like I did on this one, maybe some lace around there. I don't have any, well, I can't say any. I don't have many punches at all, but a nice punch would be cute along there as well. That's what else I did this morning. Once I started this, I wanted to pick out some papers that would coordinate with the journal. And so I went through my scrapbook papers and I ended up copy staining a bunch of scrapbook papers and laces and trims, some fabric. That's what else I did. I was like, I knew there was something else that I had done. But I might use maybe, I'm not sure, I might use some of this on this one. I think I will. I always have a hard time telling which side is the correct side, and I think it's this way. I don't know, I could be wrong. Let's see. I think I will use this. Hopefully it will work. Let's start with this. And I just want this to be about there. And it's anybody's guess. Oh, which side that should be. I am so happy. I actually made an appointment to get a pedicure and manicure tomorrow. I'm going to be doing that tomorrow morning. Long overdue. That's why I wanted to get coffee and tea dye done today, so my nails can at least look decent for a little while anyway, a couple of days. And one thing I was disappointed with, my Marguerite Miller planner collage book did not come today. We got some snow. I don't know if that's the excuse they're using for it or not, but it's been delayed. I don't know why. We live in New England. We only got like maybe 4 inches of snow, so I don't know how that could affect. But it's hit a delay. So I'm hoping that tomorrow I'll get that. I'm really looking forward to getting that. And then Sunday, the 100-day challenge starts. So I'm looking forward to that too, and been working on some ideas for that. So that looks cute. And then, let's see. Oh no, I may add that. Yeah, I think I will add that. I want to see what I put down here first. So let's see. Let me get rid of this. I really like that there. Yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and add that. I like that. It's the funniest thing, I went through that bin of trims. I don't know if you saw my video on my trims, my Etsy listings with a couple new journals and the trims. Showed you that organizing box or whatever you want to call it, full of trims. Well, in the bottom there's a bunch of these laces and trims, and I went through there this morning to see if there was anything in there and found this. So I was like, I'll tea stain that. I like that. I feel like it looks, I hope the camera's picking it up because it looks very vintage. The lighting might be glaring. Alright, so I want to see what else I want to put here. Now, if I don't stitch, then the only thing we would do is add a little bit of glue here and here. I want to see what I want to put there. Grab one of these. Oops. I have to organize these things, I'll tell you. I don't think I want. Maybe. I'm just looking here through. This box has miscellaneous, mostly Tim Holtz. I'm just thinking if I layer a couple things down there. Just don't know. Sort of like those birds, as weird as that is. I tell you what else I have over here. I was working on that hinge journal, and I inked up some of these Tim Holtz flowers, and I was going to use this in that journal, but I was eyeballing that earlier. Maybe I'll do something like that. Why not? I'll try to make this a short, quick video. I think that's what I want. I don't think I want this because I feel like it's too similar to that one. It's too big. I like that one. I'm going to lay a couple of these out. I have 2 more boxes stuffed of that stuff in case. And I want to see if I want to use, well, that's what do I do with my cheesecloth? See what happens when you clean up? It's in here. That's the one that's not. This one's been tea stained. I don't think this is the tea stained one. Well, let's see. I have this I could use. Stain some other papers. That too much blue. Yeah, too much blue. Well, let me just tear a couple strips. See what I may want to use. You hear little feet prints. My dog. It's that time of night she wants some attention. Yesterday I had to take her to get her nails trimmed. Oop. I'm just going to turn this off real quick and right back on. Okay, I'm back. Let me just set my timer again. There we go. I just sort of want to see, what I like better on the bottom here. And then we'll basically be done. That's not big enough. I could tear this down. Want some of that on there? I think I might do that. I'm going to cut this down some though. I think. I think. No, maybe not. I don't think. I think I will use these flowers on here though. I just want to see if I want any fabric. I feel like I want a touch of fabric, but I don't know. Well, let's just go for it. It's not the end of the world. And you know what I like to use on this? This PVA glue. Seems to be the best thing to hold down my fabric lately. I just want to get this underneath the trim. Be sure to see some of the paper, and I'll just let that hang down there. I feel like I'm all thumbs. Let's see. Yeah, I'll put that over there. I always seem to work at an angle. My things are usually, I've noticed that. I don't know why that is. It's probably why everything's always crooked on mine. And then I had wrapped some string around this because I was going to tie it around something. I think I'm just going to cut the string a little. Maybe I'll tie this. Yeah, that's what I'll do. And the good thing about the PVA, it does dry clear. I'm going to use this fabric here to get some of that up. Let that. That's cute. And then I won't do it on here. I won't do the sewing on here, but I think I will I'll probably end up stitching around. I'll go ahead and glue this down for now. And then I'll let it dry really good. Just in case if I decide not to stitch it, it will be glued. And for those of you that don't sew, you can see that you don't have to. So there, I think that turned out really cute. Earlier I thought about putting like a button where this met, but then when you put your ephemera in here, that button may be in the way. The one thing, like you got, let me just grab a couple things. I thought I had I do. Like a postcard. You actually have, it's not really a pocket, but a little tuck spot there. And then of course you got this pocket up front here. Depending on how you attach to the page, if you, like I intend to just glue this flat to the page, so I just have these 3 little slots. You could just glue around the 3 sides and also have a spot in the back, but I'm trying to keep the bulk down. By the time I put tags and what have you, I think 3 is going to be more than plenty. So anyway, there's my little quick take on that. I hope that you enjoyed that. I hope it helped somebody. Not that it's definitely not my idea. I don't know whose idea. Whoever came up with it, but it was a good one. And so there you have it. Everybody, I'm sure, as far as decorating, everybody's tastes are a little bit different, and everybody has different creative ideas, so you could really dress these up really pretty. But I'm real happy with both of those, and I want to thank you for taking time to stop by and watch my video. Please like, subscribe, and comment, and I'll be back tomorrow. Thanks so much. Have a good night. Hi everyone, popping back on here real quick. After I stopped the video, I kept looking at this. I ended up pulling this tag here, this little card up, and stitching around it and putting it back on before the glue dried. I decided not to stitch around the edges here, but I like it better now that I have a little bit of stitching on that, for what that's worth. But anyway, that's what I wanted to share with you. See you tomorrow. Bye.